My mum and dad came over to the UK from the Caribbean in the early 60s. I was born and raised in High Wycombe, one of 6 children, but very much grew up among the large community from St Vincent that had grouped together in High Wycombe. I wasn't really aware of difference or racism in my early years. Even my early years at school, where there was a mixture of black and white children. But I remember them showing a film called Roots, all about slavery. And when we started to get called by the names of some of the characters in the film, I realised it was because I had different coloured skin. As I got older, I became more and more aware of the racism in our society. There were things on the telly that would never be allowed now. Things like Love Thy Neighbour, which was a comedy about having a black couple living next door. And you had comedians like Jim Davison making black jokes. It was like saying racism was okay. People would call us gollywog and other names. Sometimes people, particularly older people, would cross the road to walk on the other side when they saw us coming. When we went into a shop, you would always have the security guard watching you and following you. We would also get racism from the police, which was very hard because they were supposed to be there to protect you. There was one particular policeman, he would spit at us and call us wogs. I would sometimes get into trouble because I would stand up to it. I loved my colour and didn't understand what was wrong with being black. It did affect me. I became quite defensive and found it difficult to trust people. I felt like I had to be someone else to fit in. I was a bit like a chameleon, not really knowing who I was and not happy in my own skin. In 2002, my life was in a mess. My sister invited me to come to King's. The church was very white then, but I was made to feel so welcome and so accepted and loved. I was just treated as a person, not Christine the black person, just Christine. I spent most of my time crying when I first came. God was doing a lot of work in me, but I felt at home enough to be able to do that. I've always thought of King's as my home. I think God is doing a mighty work at King's, all nations coming together and helping people in our town. I would love to see that diversity that God has blessed us with really influence and affect the way we worship and to see it more represented among the leaders. But honestly, I don't really see colour and I don't feel my colour makes me different. We're all one people together, loved by an amazing God. Everyone is invited.